Hello, this is packet tracer 2315, and here we're looking at configuring layer 3 switching and Inter-VLAN routing. Okay, so they give us an addressing table. In part 1, we're going to configure the layer 3 switching, and in part 2, we configure the Inter-VLAN routing. So we have a multi-layer switch, like 3560. It's capable of layer 2 and layer 2 switching and layer 3 routing. One of the advantages of using multi-layer switch is this dual functionality. A benefit for the small to medium-sized company would be the ability to purchase a single multi-layer switch instead of a separate switching and routing device. Capabilities of multi-layer switch include the ability to route from one VLAN to another multiple switched virtual interface, or SVIs, as well as the ability to convert a layer 2 switch port to a layer 3 interface. Note, the switches used in this lab are Cisco Catalyst 3560s with Cisco iOS release 12.237 and 2960s with Cisco iOS release 15.02. Other switches in Cisco iOS versions can be used depending on the model and the iOS version. The commands available in output product might vary from what's shown in the table. So kind of what they're saying there is with each model and each release, you need to look up the commands that are available. Sometimes they release new commands that can help you do more. A second note, make sure that the switches have been erased and have no startup configurations. If you're unsure, contact your instructor. When we start the simulation out, it does come up blank, so we don't have anything to worry about. Alright, so in part 1, we'll configure the gigabit Ethernet 02 port on the switch MLS as a routed port and verify that you can ping another layer 3 address. So for part A on MLS, we're going to configure G02 as a routed port and assign the IP address according to the addressing table. Alright, so we'll open up MLS, go to the command line, hit enter, enable, configure terminal, and now we're ready to go to the interface G02. We want to set up no switch port and assign the IP address. Make sure there's a space. I always forget that. .165.200.255.225, and we have 255.255.255.252. Okay, we're going to watch those numbers. Now they want us to ping the cloud to verify connectivity, so ping 209.165.200.226. Before I do that, I have to exit twice and get out of configuration mode and back to my prompt, and then I can ping 209.165.200.226. 4 out of 5 if we do it again. So what was going on during that first one? That was our address resolution. Okay, now I'm on to part 2, configure the Inter-LAN V routing. So we're going to add VLANs to MLS. So we need to go back in, enable, comp T, configure our terminal, and we want VLAN 10 for staff. Oh, we want VLAN 10. Sorry, got ahead of myself there. Name, staff. VLAN 20 name student VLAN 30 name faculty. Okay, now we're going to configure and activate the SVI interface for the VLAN 10, 20, 30, and 99 according to the addressing table. So we'll start with interface. They gave us the first one, interface, INT, okay, interface VLAN 10. So we're going directly to that interface. And you can tell that because it changed to configure IF instead of configure VLAN. And then we'll give it the IP address. They gave it to me here, 192.168.10.254. And subnet mask 255, 255, 255, 0. Okay. Now I need to go to the next interface. Which is 20. Interface VLAN 20. And I want to give it the IP address. And I have to come back up in my table. 192.168.20.254. Okay, so similar to, so I'm going to use my copy function. And subnet mask is the same, and I'm just going to change my 10 to a 20. So next we need interface VLAN 30. And I'm going to give it the IP address 30. And 99. And I'll give it the IP address and change my 30 to 99. Okay, now they're telling me to issue a show IP route. Yeah, I think I'm still one level up. Yeah, okay. Show IP route. It's empty, so nothing's there. So then they want me to issue not a show, IP routing command. And then show my route, and here are all our VLANs that we set up with their routes. Awesome. Okay, so that part's done. We're on to step 4, verifying end-to-end connectivity. So you go to PC0 and ping PC3 or MLS. I say PC3 is the easier one. So from PC0, we will ping PC3 always do that twice. So I'll just go to desktop and I'll put command prompt. And I can ping PC3, which is 192.168.10.2. Yay. Now we'll do PC1 to PC4, 2 to 5. Alright, so from 1, so you're just going across the network with each computer. And if you were setting up a network, you better be doing this. Alright, doesn't really matter which one of those I get. It said do 4, which is 192.168.20.2. Okay, and then from 2 to 5. PC5 is 30.2. Another thing to pay attention to is how they actually assign these IP addresses and how organized they are. That's the goal. Let's check our results, and I think I'm done.